Dear children, do you know that there are two common paths for human beings? One path is called the good way. The second path is called the bad way. Now, here my mind begs the question, which is the good way and which is the bad way? If any of your actions are the cause behind someone's pain or difficulty, then it is most definitely the wrong way. If your actions are the cause behind someone's benefits or positively impacts anyone or anything, then it is the good way. A person can only pick among two paths. Human beings have been given the free will to choose the good way, and they can also opt for the bad way. Now, which will we choose? We can find the most excellent, detailed, and simple guidance from the life and teachings of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Wonderful children, an individual desires a life of great comfort and peace, which is why they work very hard throughout their lifetime. Usually, our society tells us that a famous and rich person is the one who possesses peace, but that is not true. The reality is that the path of peace and satisfaction is the way of goodness and virtuous actions. This is the only path which many people have chosen and become successful. When our Holy Prophet ﷺ ascended into this world, despite all evil distractions, he chose the good way. There were people who mistreated the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, but he never treated them badly. Instead, he responded to the harshness with kindness. People were shocked upon Prophet Muhammad ﷺ's compassionate behavior, because how can a person not commit any harm? If someone had wronged the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and if any of his followers avenged him, the retaliation was not liked by our gentle and kind Holy Prophet ﷺ. Dear children, once upon a time, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was passing through a street of Mecca when Abu Jahl, one of the most bitter enemies of Islam, appeared. He noticed the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was alone and brutally attacked him. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ's head was bleeding a lot, but he didn't utter a word to Abu Jahl and left. Amir Hamza anha's servant saw the entire incident. She immediately went away and informed her master. Amir Hamza anha had not embraced Islam yet, but he loved the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ very much. When he learned about the brutal event, he couldn't contain himself and rushed to avenge the Holy Prophet ﷺ. He was quite glad on avenging his nephew. When he met the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, the first thing he told him was about his heroic act. He assumed his nephew would be happy on hearing the news. However, the reaction was unexpected. The acts of kindness and good deeds made the Holy Prophet ﷺ glad. The Prophet explained that revenge does not bring him joy. Instead, the act of forgiveness makes him happy. Our Holy Prophet ﷺ has dedicated his entire life to virtuous acts and kindness. Once upon a time, during the months of Hajj, there was a lot of bloodshed and wars in Mecca. The elders of Mecca were extremely worried about the aftermath of the war. During this era, Holy Prophet ﷺ's eldest uncle and the head of the family tried to figure out a solution. They held a meeting at the house of the respected Rais Abdullah ibn Juddan, one of the elders. They decided to create a charter, a set of principles, and an alliance, which was called the Alliance of Virtue, also known as Half al-Fudul. This alliance, Half al-Fudul, became the majority of the people had Fazl in their names. The plural form of Fadl is called Fudul, hence it was coined as Half al-Fudul. Due to this charter, the members of the alliance vowed to protect any vulnerable person as much as they could. The Holy Prophet ﷺ was also part of the alliance. He was in his youth at the time, and because of his contributions, he was one of the most prominent members. The beloved Prophet Muhammad ﷺ mentioned that he was proud to be part of Half al-Fudul, and he would never resign from it, even if he was given a dozen camels. He further said that after the arrival of Islam, if a helpless person from the alliance asked for his help, he would say labbaik in return and provide them aid. The clans of Banu Hashim, Muttalib, Zahra, and Theme joined the alliance in the spirit of helping the helpless. Dear children, now you all understand the acts of good deeds and kindness bring us so many benefits. It creates a lot of tranquility in one's life. When there will be virtuousness and compassion around, a person will be the most successful, and it will also create an amiable environment.